Support for today's show comes from Skillshare.com. Now, Skillshare is a site where they have thousands of courses and lots of course instructors to help you not just simply professionally, but personally as well. I know I have a number of my classes there, and it's one price per month, and it's unlimited access to content. And they give you a 7-day free trial. So you can take all of my classes that way. And if you decide not to renew, okay, you decided not to renew. I'm fine with that. But I'm just simply saying it's a place where you can learn and grow and not have to worry about spending hundreds of dollars for courses like so many instructors make you do. Again, use the link in the show notes, get a 7-day free trial. It will make a difference in your job search and so much more. And we'll be back in just one moment. This is No BS Job Search Advice Radio, episode 2269. I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and welcome. I'm going to be disappearing, not doing the show from Wednesday to Wednesday. Thanksgiving holiday in the U.S., and we're driving up to spend some time with family. So I'm going to take a little time off. I'm going to do that at the end of the year as well, between Christmas and New Year's. But right now, I got 2 shows to do before I take a short break. And today's is one where, very simply, I answer someone's question that I did in a LinkedIn Live, I want to say last week, but I don't remember exactly when. And it's about why do they keep saying, and why did they say to me that I was going to have a second interview and then they rejected me. Hope you find this helpful. Hope you give it an honest review wherever you listen to the show. And I'll be back in just one moment. Support for today's show comes from Green Geeks. Green Geeks is a web host. It happens to be the host that I use. And they make web hosting very expensive and very easy, providing great support, which is something I didn't get from previous web hosts. Use the link in the show notes. They've got promotions that are very inexpensive. Again, that's greengeeks.com. And we'll be back in just one moment. Why would an interviewer mention a second interview and then reject you? Obnoxious? Yeah. But often there are factors outside of their control that come into play. Sometimes a rec is pulled. Sometimes they're afraid to tell you in the room that you're going to get turned down. Sometimes, they just meet someone who they think is stronger and they fall head over heels for that person. It's like a romance. So they are romanced by this other person, fall in love, and decide that even though they've mentioned that second interview to someone, they're ready to move forward. As I said, sometimes a rec is pulled. Sometimes they're told something about the individual from someone who may know you. That's a really small possibility, but it sometimes happens. And thus understand, we're all human beings. We make mistakes. We don't always do things in the best way possible. They shouldn't have mentioned the second interview if they didn't plan on following through with it. But given that they've done it and they're pulling back, they've decided that it's not going to go any further. It's like a date where you had a good first impression and then thought about it. Said, I don't think so. Maybe there's a warning sign or two here, or maybe they're being pushed into doing something different by their boss. A lot of possibilities for this. I can't know which one it is, but the outcome is still the same. And it's not a good look for that firm. So that's today's show. I hope you found it helpful. And if you did, here are a few things I can do to help you with your job search beyond simply being your coach. First of all, I've got a new book out called The Right Answers to Tough Interview Questions. It is like a cookbook with answers to tons of interview questions that you're going to be asked on interviews. And if you pair it up with my other new book, The Ultimate Job Interview Framework, they are a terrific pair of books to help you with interviewing. In addition, I have a new service where you can practice mock interviews. If you go to thebiggamehunter.us/mock, I've got a service there, very inexpensive, like $99, where we have mock interviews set up. I'm going to be adding more to it very soon, but you can record your answers to them, and then I can critique them and help you perform better on them. You probably have noticed my show notes are pretty thorough with products and services that can help you with your search. And connect with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/in/thebiggamehunter. Lastly, my website has a ton of great information. That's thebiggamehunter.us. Now, if you're not ready to go there and go through the blog, put the address in your phone, thebiggamehunter.us, Jeff Altman. So this way, when you're ready to go, you have a way of getting back to my website. Hope you have a terrific day, and most importantly, be great!